Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
I'm the other random asshole, Steele-Rhoads. Welcome to the show.
We are gonna have a lot of spoilers.
Yep, right off the rip, spoilers for Captain Marvel. Lots of spoilers for Captain Marvel. Literally on the Wikipedia page, just so I can keep my memory fresh as to what we just watched less than 3 hours ago.
Yeah. I thought it was an excellent movie. I don't know what your person was complaining about.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a few reviews and they were just shitting all over Captain Marvel. I can't figure out why.
There was a few points.
Okay. Yeah, there are a few things in it that pissed me off. You want to just start at the top of that list and go? Things that irritated the crap out of us about it. I'll let you start since you don't have many.
The main thing is Marvel being female. But I get that.
All right.
I understand it's not. I'm sorry to be out of view.
Or really in view.
I get that. It's like I told you earlier. It's not the comic book universe.
Nope, it's its own thing.
Right.
Which we allow changes like that.
I can let that go.
Right. Right. And it is nice to see a powerful, intelligent woman that could be a part of like the Illuminati if that were to ever come about. You know,
right.
With Xavier, Stark, and the Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, the whole, you know, I could see that work, and especially with her, she did her job very well, especially in the like going from being a character we're supposed to like and respect to one where we're hoping her face gets blown up with a freaking plasma blast in that little like simulation ultimate intelligence thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like near the end where she's battling her way out of the what did they even call that? The greater intelligence or some shit?
Yeah. The greater intelligence version of Marvel.
Supreme intelligence.
Okay. Supreme. The only other problem really
was my beef with
the cat taking the eye.
Yeah, the cat in and of itself.
It's not really a cat.
Goose was fine. It's a flurkin. I think
flurkin.
Is what we came to the conclusion. Yeah. It's a flurkin.
Oh, and I'm guessing the biggest. I don't know if it's a problem. Is basically, I'm guessing that the Tesseract is the key to her power. So I don't get how that works with Thanos having.
I don't necessarily think that the Tesseract is the key to her power, like Green Lantern kind of key.
Right.
I think it's more that she was imbued with a fraction of its power that her body could hold. And then when they did the was it Kree transfusion or scroll?
The Kree blood transfusion.
Yeah, that was able to give her powers a boost, or her body more of the ability to contain and control the powers. So she's a nice healthy mixture of human, Skrull, and Kree, technically.
I actually think she is part of Kree.
Yeah, she's part Kree, part human, but her alliance is with the Skrull.
Now.
Not just so much now, but because of the teachings of Marvel, exactly.
And
Marvel's powers. Because Marvel had those powers as well, because they seeped from one to the other.
But she actually got her powers
from the source.
The explosion.
Yeah.
That not the way you should have seen it as
from one to the other.
From Marvel to
but Marvel created the power, so it's a roundabout way of doing
it. No, it's Tesseract created the power.
Right. Well,
So-
she created the power source off of the Tesseract, which was up in the. So the power source is like a fraction of the Tesseract's power.
So, well, the problem you had with it.
My other problem is we know that Goose holds we'll call it at this point like a phantom dimension inside of itself somehow. Why didn't they just have the cat swallow the ship?
Too big.
Bullshit. It's a phantom dimension. Did you see how many people that thing ate?
But it might not be able to eat or store.
Something that big.
I was gonna say life forms.
Yeah, it probably might kill him. That's why it was. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Any other real beefs with the movie?
I thought they did an excellent
No,
job on it.
I really don't have anything else negative to say about it. The soundtrack was friggin' amazing. Who their sound guy, their music guy. Let's see who. Music by Pinar Toprak. This dude, I don't know what else he has done. I would like to find out because he is good with
the placement.
Oh, he
the
did
mood.
the score. He did the score, right?
Okay, the score.
The score was decent.
Yeah, it's not the music placement.
No, yeah, that might have to go with the editing part. But whoever did the music placement of the licensed songs did an amazing job to make it feel 90s.
Right.
Make it feel like mid-early 90s, like late early to early mid.
We got pointed down to
94, 95.
94, 95.
Um,
I knew it. It's actually
okay.
late 90s.
The reason why we should give the reason why we know that it's 94, 95-ish. And it's because
garbage. I'm only happy when it rained. It didn't come out till
mine comes from one specific
Mallrats.
Yes, the Mallrats reference with Stan Lee reading the Mallrats script.
And by the way, if you don't know this, all the Stan Lee characters are the same person.
Yes, Stan always plays himself.
He reports to.
I'm still not sure if that's canon though.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm just gonna go to Stan Lee Wikipedia and just go through the cameos and see what they name as characters.
But like I said,
Like, 'cause
they might have different names.
Well, see, I'm guessing like the MCU will probably all say Stan Lee, but like the Sony movies, the Fox movies,
those
they'll
might
have
not be
right. But if they do, though, that would be a great tie-in to everything.
because, and if they are, which they could be,
right,
they can always say that because he works for the Watchers, he gets sent to other universes.
yeah, that makes sense,
So he can go to Sony.
right? He's freaking Stan Lee. He is Marvel's god. Oh, that was an awesome intro. Before even the first scene started, the Marvel logo with all of Stan Lee's cameos and,
Right.
and hanging out with the actors and it was pretty badass. Like 10 years of Stan Lee's hard work, and Stan would be the first
probably
one.
about 20.
Yeah, well, yeah, but Stan would be the first one to say that it wasn't just his work.
Right.
It was Jack Kirby and oh god, the list is
Nobody
huge.
remembers any of those other guys.
We do.
We do, but if you
Pop culture wise, like
if you don't look outside of
comic
the movies,
fandom, yeah, you wouldn't know.
you're like, who the hell is Jack Kirby?
Right. Who's Steve Ditko? Who's
right?
Who's Bob Kane again? Isn't that the Batman guy? That's like the only other dude that
Right.
that is known enough that it's done like that.
Even there was an episode, A Big Bang Theory, where he's mentioned as like Jack Kirby, or either Kirby or Ditko. And he's like, they're less known. He mentions a couple other like partnerships like that, and like you're less known because he got credit for something that they worked on together.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like this.
Okay.
Everybody else is too forgettable.
Okay. Since Stan Lee plays so many fictionalized versions of himself, we can tie together so many universes. I'm not even joking. I'm looking through this list, and the amount of times that he's played Stan Lee in different shit.
You can.
Captain Marvel. Yes, he is himself. He's himself in Into the Spider-Verse. He is himself in Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So right there, we got DC and Marvel fucking our one universe now.
He's himself in the last episode. I'm pretty sure he does his own voice for that. Of Spider-Man animated series.
Probably.
Because Spider-Man comes to our universe in that.
Yep.
At the end.
Stan Lee, one episode, 1998, plays himself. Yes. So it even ties back to that. Mallrats is in that universe.
Well, Mallrats is in our universe.
Well, no, I should rephrase that. The Mallrats movie exists in the Marvel universe.
Right.
That's just hilarious. Stan Lee played himself in Muppet Babies, so now we got the Muppets rolled in. Stan Lee played himself in... Where was the other one? I was just like, what the fuck? Now in the first Fantastic Four movie, not the 94 one, but the 2005 one, he plays Willie Lumpkin. So that does not...
Actually, Willie Lumpkin's one of his aliases.
And I was just about to say, but in Fantastic Four 2, he plays himself.
Right.
Plays himself in Iron Man, plays himself in... I want to see the first Spider-Man movies. Does he play himself? No, he's just uncredited man in Fair, man dodging
so he's
debris.
himself.
Yeah. Yep, anytime it says man, we'll just go with that man being Stan Lee. Man in Times Square. Yep, Stan Lee's playing himself in one. Milwaukee Man drinking from bottle. I know that he said he wasn't playing himself in that the Incredible Hulk when he did the drinking thing. He was.
But he's
already himself in Iron Man, which is a part of the MCU. So.
But it don't matter. It might not be him, but it is him.
Right.
Because they're all.
Big Bang Theory and Entourage are now a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But you gotta say
Chuck.
You gotta say multiverse.
I shouldn't say even multiverse. I should say those shows exist because Stan Lee, the person, exists as Stan Lee in the MCU. The things that he cameos in other things brings those shows, like, they are fiction as well because he's cameoing as himself in those. Mallrats, we saw the script to Mallrats in the MCU.
And that's one. I was watching the. I played that for you, didn't I? Like top 10 Big Bang Theory cameos.
Oh yeah.
That's one of Stan Lee's appearance is considered one of the top 10.
Right. Big Hero 6 is another one drawn in.
But that
already was
because Big Hero 6 does exist in Marvel Comics. Not the way they have it in the movie.
It's true. Where the hell was it? It was
either Blade or...
No, none of the Blades.
Ghost Rider?
Nope. Blade and
Punisher?
Ghost Rider are... Nope, not even Punisher.
The old one did, though.
Well, the main thing with those three are he had nothing to do with the creation of the characters. He just greenlit them being a comic book. He wasn't a part of their creation. Now, the Deadpool thing floats back to he might not have been a part of the creation, but the creators of Deadpool wanted his blessing.
DC... Teen Titans Go to the movie.
Right. Oh, Toxic Avenger. He narrates as Peter Parker. So Spider-Man exists in the Toxic Avenger. And there's another one where he narrates as Peter Parker. Oh, come on, where is it at?
But they came out and said that
Return to Nukem High Volume 1 and Volume 2. He is.
But they came out and said that those cameos are.
Yeah, all the MCU ones are basically him playing him.
To report to the Watchers.
Yep.
Like I said, if he's reporting to the Watchers, he can travel to
any multiverse. Anywhere within the multiverse, which is why he can go to DC and Marvel and wherever the hell he wants to go.
Fox.
Yep, Fox, Sony. Stan is one of the few where contractual bullshit never got in the way of him doing what he wanted to do. Like, if he wanted to be a part... Oh, yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming, he does not play Stan Lee. He plays Gary.
Don't matter.
I know, I'm just going...
Like I said,
I'm going with the theory of them all being aliases, so he's...
Yeah, if it doesn't say Stan Lee, it's an alias. If it has a different name, it's an alias.
It's brilliant.
That's my theory, anyways. And it worked, and it's a good working theory.
It is.
Because, like I said, I've actually heard them come out and say he just reports to Watchers.
Dude. Did you know Jason Mewes made his own movie?
No.
It's called Madness in the Method. Okay, I saw this because of Stan Lee being a part, like it's his last credit. The cast is Jay and Kev. They got Gina Carano from Deadpool is what we'd know her from. Vinnie Jones, Danny Trejo, Stan Lee, Brian O'Halloran. Where's the other one? And Dean Cain. I think Terry Hatcher as well was on that. Yeah, Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain. Okay. He directed the fucking movie. It's his first but it's... it is Jason Mewes attempting method acting in order to gain more respect for himself in Hollywood, slowly descending into madness. So it's like a fictionalized version of Jason Mewes going nuts by becoming a method actor. That is genius. I want to see this now. It doesn't have... It's in post-production as we speak.
Isn't Val Kilmer a method actor?
I think so.
That's why...
I know Johnny Depp is.
He lost so much weight for a movie. Basically, starved himself to death.
Oh, no, that was Christian Bale.
It
was Christian Bale that starved himself nearly to death. Val Kilmer went method when he played.
Here we go. I want to say he went method for
the Doors. Yeah. Oh yeah.
and he did a great job.
He really did. He really did. Okay.
He probably almost died of drug overdose.
Okay. The Captain Marvel stars. What did you think? Out of 5 stars.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 to 4.
I'll give it 3.5. I'll give it 3.5. It wasn't the best Marvel movie. Definitely was not the worst Marvel movie. Talking to you, Iron Man 2 and 3.
Right.
All
right. So, one question with Iron Man 2.
Okay.
You know that?
Yes, the kid is Peter Parker.
No, not that. That it technically takes place before the Incredible Hulk.
Yes, I did know that.
So if you're gonna watch them in chronological order, you gotta watch Captain America first.
Right. Let's see. Captain America, Iron Man.
No. Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah.
then Iron Man, Iron Man 2,
Incredible
then
Hulk,
the Incredible Hulk.
then Avengers. No. Then Thor.
Thor.
Then Avengers.
And
Then Iron Man 3, Dark World, Civil War. No.
you got
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier for. All right, so some of the unanswered questions. I think they are actually answered in like comic books and stuff. Is Civil War,
Yes.
not Civil War. Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Shield was pretty much
Decimated.
decimated.
They covered that actually in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Where did he get that ship for?
Didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, it's not that. There is a ship that's about that
You talking like the helicarrier?
the helicarrier.
Yeah, they have. Hold on. They said in the Avengers how many they have.
It's like one that is underground
Yeah.
that wasn't destroyed because it was still being worked on.
Yeah.
It had work to I think repair work.
Well, they've got one on each coast. That's pretty much established. They just haven't covered the West Coast Avengers yet, which I'm hoping they kind of do. With it would be Phase 4.
Okay. There was something else. Damn it, I can't remember. So, you want to do some kind of picks?
Yeah, but I just want to go over a few of the people on this list of extreme method actors that I just stumbled across. Okay, Christian Bale is one. I'm going to go with the ones that I wouldn't really suspect, because like Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, Jim Carrey, Joaquin Phoenix, Marlon Brando, Nicolas Cage. Those ones are very, very obvious because they just get super into their shit. Robert De Niro.
See it?
I'm so familiar with him more modernly in his modern era that he is.
Hold on a second. Sorry about that.
Had to do a little business. Okay. Would you think Angelina Jolie is a method actress? She's so fucking one note and.
I kinda. Actually, I kind of suspected with like Tomb Raider.
See, I didn't get that from Tomb Raider, because to me, Tomb Raider and Mr. and Mrs. Smith was the exact same character. Period. Like, it is just like mindless action with tits bouncing. I don't really see that as any kind of acting to be done. Just jiggle right.
I'm gonna say, from the difference, the slight difference from not Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Gone in 60 Seconds to Tomb Raider, I could kind of tell.
Yeah. But I just took that as growth of her as an actress, and less her being a method actress. To be honest on that. Okay, now Ryan Gosling, a method actor? No, he just reads lines. I've sat through so much of his shit. He just reads lines. It's not like he's a DiCaprio where he's gunning for an Oscar, so he is going to method act to try and get every award possible and not get any yet. Anne Hathaway, I would never have pegged her as a method actress, like to stay in character the whole time. Here's one that doesn't surprise me at all, because it took forever for me to realize that he was like 5 different characters that I really enjoyed. Gary Oldman. Okay, Commissioner Gordon from The Dark Knight.
Okay.
And like the Dark Knight franchise. Have you seen True Romance?
I don't think so.
It's okay. What about The Professional?
Maybe
That one's got Jean Reno and a super young. Oh God, what's her name? He's a professional. He's a professional sniper, and he teaches her how to be a sniper. And this dude's like a corrupt cop. That dude's Gary Oldman. There's so much issue. I'm just like, that's not Gary. What? How is this the same dude? I did not. I get that. James Stewart would have never pegged him as a method actor. He's freaking, alright, I'm James Stewart, man. Fucking Wonderful Life, man. Shit. Edward Norton.
I can see that.
Really?
I don't. Come on, Fight Club.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I can see it.
Forrest Whitaker. Would you have pegged him as a method actor?
Probably not.
I wouldn't have. Same with Matt Damon. I would have never pegged him as a method actor.
Matt Damon, I could see.
I can see him doing it for certain roles, but just like overall, I don't see him going in that balls deep for every role. Maybe like Bourne, or I do like.
Well, you look at the Bourne movies, or
Like Elysium is another example.
what was that one with Robin Williams and
Oh, Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting?
That was an excellent movie.
I could see, because of those movies, yeah, I could see.
Now, this one doesn't surprise me at all. Andy Serkis. Gollum. Like the CGI. Like, he has to be a method. He has to get in that brain zone to be able to portray that so accurately on...
My precious.
Yeah. Yeah. Another one doesn't surprise me, Brad Pitt and Billy Bob Thornton. Neither of those surprise me at all.
No, Brad Pitt, definitely. I want to go with the older movies, or we'll run through it.
Oh, dude, yeah.
What's
Seven.
in the fall?
Fucking Seven.
Seven.
Yeah. No, Brad Pitt's definitely Billy Bob Thornton, Sling Blade. Like, there's, like, he was that dude for the longest time.
All right.
And last one on the list that doesn't surprise anybody, but I just want to see him be this all the time, Robert Downey Jr. I think he could just be Tony Stark for the rest of his life and have no problems.
He's done.
Maybe.
They might even kill him off in Endgame.
Maybe.
I
see Captain America dying and Iron Man retiring more than anything.
What he's gonna do though? One of his next projects is doing the third Sherlock Holmes movie.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a lot later.
Makes sense. Good way to move the story along.
It's gonna be set like 10 years later.
Nice. That's easily workable.
It's been about 10 years,
right.
dude.
All
right, so
picks. Do you want to do anything related to Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Your 3 favorite bits?
No, I was thinking doing a versus.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
Who do you want to see versing Captain Marvel?
Anything in Marvel?
Anything in Marvel universe, not MCU. Marvel universe.
Marvel. Okay.
How you want you go first?
Oh, dude, you know who I'm going to pick right off the rip. You know who I'm going to pick.
Rogue.
You damn right, Rogue. You damn right, Rogue.
That's not fair, because we already know how
that shit ends.
I have to agree with that one, but we already know how it ends.
Yeah. So we'll just get that one out of the way. That doesn't count as a pick. We both know that Rogue was already... No, I'll go my serious first pick, because I know both Rogue was going to be on both of our lists. Dr. Doom.
All right.
I'd like to see him get built up with the Doom bots to the point where...
It's I want to say, like, raw power versus raw intelligence.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically what it would be. Raw emotion versus raw intelligence. Because Dr. Doom is completely analytical, has very little emotion except towards Sue Storm. And Captain Marvel basically had to figure out that they were trying to show off her emotions to make her a killing machine.
So I'm going to go Doctor Strange.
Nice. Oh, dude, that would be a good battle. That would be a good battle. Oh, man.
I didn't even think of that.
Quicksilver.
I can see it. I can't see that.
I can see, like, Fox's Quicksilver. If anything happens with the MCU and this, when this deal goes down, please keep Evan Peters as Quicksilver and keep those moments going because those are quintessential to his character and just entertainment as an whole.
Live action wise,
He's
the second fastest person in live action.
I disagree with that list. I know the list you're referring to. I disagree. Because Flash is restricted by the constraints.
It's not Flash.
And he's constricted by the
Flash
Speed Force. So
so
Flash is definitely on the list. Superman cannot move faster than Quicksilver. Because no matter how fast Quicksilver is moving, or something is moving away from Quicksilver, he can will himself to move faster. There is no limit for his speed. Which it just blows my fucking mind that they're like, oh, well, no, Superman's still fast. No, Superman's not faster.
I get what you're saying. The only reason they say he's faster
is because he was able to turn back time, which was a bullshit story point and should be negated from history because it's bullshit. That's not how time travel fucking works.
I get that too. The Quicksilver was already. Which movie was that?
Days of Future Past.
Was that the one where?
With the Magneto thing where he takes out all the guards in like a split second.
The second one.
The second one with the explosions.
When the mansion blew up.
Yeah, he's faster than explosions.
He was already moving fast before he kicked it up a notch to go into the mansion and save everybody.
Right, almost everybody.
Okay, almost everybody.
Right,
but he was already, when you see him, he's already in fast mode.
Right,
and then he
picks up the pace even further,
where you can't even see him move.
Yeah, like he can make time stand still. Almost literally. Like his. Oh, I'm trying to figure out.
All right, so we'll go with.
I went with Quicksilver as my second.
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna go Red Hulk.
Nice. I can see Red Hulk and Captain Marvel throwing down.
Just and I'm gonna say the Red Hulk is Thaddeus
Thunderbolt
Ross.
Yes. Which I hope that would be a great cameo in Endgame.
He's been in.
I know, but I mean as Red Hulk. Like he sees this battle going down, he's like, and just injects himself with the serum that they were trying to make, and fucking full Red Hulk.
Oh, and there is a Hulk villain
that has yet to be circled back to. I know. No.
What's his name? Like the Thinker or something.
Yeah.
That was created.
Yeah, it was established, and he's there, and it's all right there. It just hasn't come, and that could be.
Actually, they did circle back in like comic book or.
I don't count any of the tie-in comic books because they've retconned so much crap from them to tie stuff over. They said a lot of shit was canon that they've reneged on.
I think it's
like frickin' in the comic books, it was established in canon that is an Infinity Gauntlet in Asgard. No, it's not, because later on they said it's a fake. So I don't take anything from the tie-in comics to the MCU as canon. I take that as its own MCU.
They tried. It might have been like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something though. I'm not positive on where it was that they came back to it.
The Mandarin's another example of how they've retconned shit from the comics, because they established firmly in the comics that was the Mandarin. He was going to be the Mandarin. Period. And then the movie comes out and he's an actor, and then they do a post-credit thing where the real Mandarin's coming after him. It's like, no, in that comic book, it frickin' said that he showed the powers of the Mandarin in that form, looked just like Ben Kingsley, I'm like, that's bullshit. Piss off.
Right.
Like,
Actually, I have heard that that's not
the real Mandarin, but in the comic books they show the
coming after the.
Now the real Mandarin could take the look of Ben Kingsley after he sees that fake Mandarin. Is like, hey, okay, you're already established as it. Might as well take that essence.
All right, so you're right.
My last pick. Oh God, Captain Marvel. I don't know. Carnage. Not Woody Harrelson Carnage or any of just the character of Carnage in general.
Right.
Would be a good one for Captain Marvel because he's so unpredictable and so powerful that she would need to bring her whole A game to not be corrupted by his symbiote.
So, my last pick, if you will consider it valid, I'm going to go with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Why would I not consider that valid?
It's not.
The film version of Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a single character, though.
No, but it's a team. They are an entity. They are a structure of...
and I'm going to go with the original movie.
Yeah, the first 5. I'd even go with the 7 from the second. Nebula and Mantis aren't that. And it would definitely be interesting.
I just want to see the first 5.
Right.
So.
I was really just... I was seriously considering saying just Star-Lord.
I would go... If I have to narrow it down, I would go Star-Lord. But I want... it's not the actual first 5. It's...
The first 5 in the cinematic universe.
Or... Not even that. It's... The 5 from the beginning of part 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I'd rather have Baby Groot.
Right. The end of the first Guardians at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah. That was... I turned back and looking at that Captain Marvel. That was the other small beef that I had with the costume. Too many points on the star.
Right.
I was like, that's Nova Corps. That's Nova Corps. Quit it. That's Nova. Quit it. That's the Nova Corps logo. There's too many. You've got freaking too many. I gave up on that conversation with myself.
You got to.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Nova Corps has been wiped out.
Right? No. One survives.
Right.
And he will probably become Nova, which,
right.
God, that would be amazing.
They're actually talking about that.
I would like to think so. If they're going to have Adam Warlock, you better have Nova.
Because of Adam Warlock and because they want to do more intergalactic story.
Right. Which would be a great way, a great X-Men story.
All right, so...
Like a Shi'ar, Skrull Kree.
I hope they don't totally fuck that up again.
What, the X-Men?
Dark Phoenix.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't get my hopes up. Nobody's been able to tell it properly yet.
I know, it'll be fucked up. I already know.
All I'm hoping...
Some of it's going to be fucked up.
Oh, of course. I'm hoping that it gets parlayed into her either destroying the entire Fox Marvel universe. Like, that's the ending. It's just everybody's dead and they can start from fresh. Or they tell the full Phoenix story and bring it back to Avengers vs. X-Men in 2020.
Phoenix. The way it needs to end is the Phoenix swallows up the X-Men and drops them off in the MCU.
Yeah. That would work. I would not mind that.
In current time.
Yeah, that would work.
Take them like 30 years.
Oh, dude, you could even push the Phoenix Force to being the cause of the Fantastic Four. Have them be going into space, and that cosmic force that changed them being the Phoenix Force that's delivering the X-Men to the MCU.
Technically, that ain't even that far-fetched.
No, that's completely feasible. It's completely feasible to write it that way. You know how many fanboys would be so pissed, and how many like fanboys like us are like, just let them play. They have a whole sandbox full of characters that they can reestablish however they want for the cinematic.
Right.
Go play, just go play. Don't fuck them up too bad, like you did with Rogue. The first X-Men movies, they're good movies. I won't say that they're bad movies. They're
Right.
just poor representations of the characters they're supposed to fucking be.
Definitely the watered down.
2 fights between Sabretooth and Wolverine, and we get no exposition between them as to why. We don't even get any banter, and that was half the fun of their battles was the fucking banter.
And all right, so Wolverine doesn't remember his past.
To a certain extent, no.
The adamantium bullet. All right, but Sabretooth would.
Right.
Why does he not have any comments?
My assumption is Wolverine remembers why they're pissed at each other too. That's why it's kind of an unspoken thing, because in the actual canon of the comic books, they're not brothers.
I know.
They're not related.
Right.
They're not even fucking neighbors. Victor Creed and Sabretooth are 2 totally different characters. Victor Creed is the father of Sabretooth.
Right.
Okay? And that shit doesn't happen until way after Wolverine's already been born and established, doing his thing.
And so
They met through the Weapon X program.
the
When they were both...
Sabretooth is the junior, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, right, because his son, the leader of the Friends of Humanity in the animated series, is
The third.
the third.
Yes.
Victor Creed the third.
Yes. Now, mind you, the original Sabretooth's dad was Wolverine's neighbor and father of his half-brother. He's the one that gets stabbed by Wolverine the first time. Doesn't kill him, just stabs him, which I'm thinking right there is probably what creates the blood feud between Sabretooth and Wolverine, because those claws come back. I mean, those are the claws my dad told me about. They never go into that, but I can see where the mind state comes from. But it's established that they met in Weapon X program, were mercenaries together, and Wolverine and Sabretooth clashed on something. What it was, they never say. I'm guessing they were both banging Lady Deathstrike. That's just my guess, because the bad blood seems to come from nothing and nowhere. It's always seemed weird to me.
All right, so we're gonna end this now.
Oh, yeah.
We're running late.
Hope you enjoyed the
like, share, subscribe.
comment.
Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Until next time.
Keep it not so random, and
No, keep it random.
or keep it random and peace. Among